Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just a very quick video, not going to be too long. I consider it just some form of watch party over Bitcoin, and whether for the next few minutes we'll see Bitcoin hit 100,000. Just a moment, I think. Let's check the volume of. Okay, so anyway, I'd written about this a while ago, and some of you may have noticed, particularly those of you who go to the newscapital.com. And one of the biggest mistakes I made was not informing you that I've spent more time writing on the Binance Square. I intend to create a new website and move all that stuff over. Anyway, in recent weeks, and this is what I've been writing. I like to write, as you know, short, bite-sized blog pieces. So one can sit down and just read it within a space of about a minute. You're done. And not the last one, but the one before, the penultimate one in recent times, October 18th, is when I wrote this one. And the title is BTC, Things Remain Unchanged. And I talk about keeping my counsel for a while, and for a while now, and saying nothing. It is not that I have nothing to say, but I've been repeating myself for a while. Fear and greed, as German were 73 at the time. I mean, fear and greed now today is 94, so that's interesting. Meaning greed is in the market. BTC is just over 68,000. Enthusiasm is now in the air, but something lurks in the dark. As of the time of writing this, BTC was 67,827. I have said in earlier posts that prices between 68 and 72 represent an area of supply. In other words, investors are selling at these prices. The current cycle indicates that BTC will reach a price of 70k. At this price, expect a fall. One reason is that the cumulative short liquidation leverage is around the $70,000 mark. And yes, we did have a fall in price. But it's the last paragraph that I think one could look at and take a little bit more seriously. I say, having said all that, I will conclude by reminding everyone that the BTC price will not take off until it breaks the 72,000 mark. On attaining the 72, you can expect a 74k and then 77,000. And as for the ultimate price range, I posit just over 120k. Some have argued for a higher price, but 120k is more reasonable. And then I conclude, as always, as exciting as this, your guess is as good as mine. I'm sure those of you who've read my blog, you always find that. And we showed, in this other one, the later one, I showed that liquidation range here. One of the images I put up was liquidation range, showing the different areas. But I think what I should do is to show you why I've thought that it's going to hit 120. And one of the things that you could do, this is the something, let's remove let's get that away. That's the Fibonacci. Let's reset this, and then let's shift over to the weekly. And on the weekly, you can see the nice cup, and then eventually handle, and of course you can see, anybody who knows his or her technical will know this is a perfectly bullish formation. So this is the top of the cup. So if you come here, and let's just pick this rectangle, shall we? Let's see if we can get away with this. And you draw from here to here. All right. And then you pick this rectangle. You put it like so. So it goes to the top. Right, just like that. You see that? Let's bring this down so we can see everything at the same time. And you click on it. It will show you that we are looking at a price of 122,998, so approximately 123,000. If you look at it through the Fibonacci, let's just draw a very rough and ready one. Let's just use this. And let's put it there. If you look at that, let's move this here so we can see it, and let's make it a little bit bigger. There we go. If you look at this, you can see that it's looking between 114 and 125. And you've got 125,000. Now, some people have posited between 125 and 126, but 122, 123 is not too bad. Nevertheless, whatever the price may be, if you have somebody who's coming at let's say 42,000, you're going to find it very fascinating and amusing at the kind of profits you can make. And I think those are the areas for one to take profits. At least some profits. You could take 50, 60% off the table and enjoy that level of profit. That's something to think about. With fear and greed, as we've seen over here at about 94, it becomes paramount for one to look very closely at the fundamentals, although we're not going to look at the fundamentals today. But one should keep his eye on the pi cycle, the Pure multiple, and the MVRV. These are things that one should look at very closely. Anyway, I've just shown you why I thought that it could hit 120,000. And currently we're at 99,305 at the price. I think over this weekend we should hit, I believe we should hit 100,000 over the weekend, I believe. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know about you, but sometimes when you watch the price of all these it looks like, if you ask me, it looks like most of the coins, I think it's almost as if they've decoupled from Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is going up, but you can see a lot of others going down. So it's kind of interesting. I've been noticing this, but it's not something I've done a deep study on, so I think there are many of you that can discuss this in far better than I can. But it's something I think we should look at over time. So we've got 99,456. I've reduced in order for us to see something much faster, I brought the time frame to just 1 minute. So it allows us to see the price more dynamically, because if we were to leave it on the 1 hour, 4 hours, or 1 day, it's just going to be like we're watching paint dry. So that's why I've done this. One kind of wonders what FinTwit would be saying, Crypto Twitter, should I say, would be saying. I think to go into other videos to make another video for that would be interesting, but not tonight. Tonight I just intended to just have a quick look, almost to see if we will hit 100,000, but I don't think it's most likely not going to happen tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. Even the mighty Doge, 40 cents. Interesting. I suppose some people have made some massive profits. I made some profits there, I admit. But from what we can see, based on the price moving up and down, I don't think we're going to get 100,000 while we're talking. So I think I can safely call it a night and maybe make another video tomorrow while we can have a look at that. Anyway, I will say enjoy the rest of the evening, and we will have another conversation very soon. And take care. Bye.